Yeah, so we heard every day about disasters, also in Brazil too. So we need to adapt. On the other hand, many times we all feel hopeless because when we turn on our radio or our any source of social media, we all think that there is any way we can cope with this. So, or whatever we do, science is saying every time that it will get worse. On the other hand, we have commercial journeys to the space, robots fighting. We have that talk during these days in tournaments, and it makes in 1 second I can connect from Mexico to Elif wherever she is in the world or wherever you are in the world. Um, Now we are traveling to almost everywhere as long as we can afford it. We are reading 50 um, we are reading 50 spiritual books, attending to 20 meditations a month, and still consuming a lot, but probably seeking to connect in another way, trying to connect, but not necessarily doing it, because in the end, sometimes we are just part of this massive consumption, even in spiritual way. So while social media is connecting us and also bringing the idea of separation, it's also bringing the idea of separation more and more. The same with climate science. Facts and information is not made to be understood by citizens. Sometimes we feel superior just because we have science on our side, or we feel somehow more connected because we are in the spiritual path. I feel myself sometimes like this. However, will some solutions will not come only from technology, because regular or politicians, or at least my arena, seek to put this in the hands of technology or behavioral change, but not necessarily inner behavioral change. Connection from one to another may help even more. Compassion is more needed. First, forgive ourselves how we have treated our Mother Earth and how we have treated each other. I do not bring a romantic discourse. I have talked to you about this. I feel myself also. I'm coming from the science, and I also have been super angry with all of us when we have this bad behavior. But it's time to giving us a second chance. I think so, and this is through adaptation. We will not have the ecosystems our parents had, neither the availability of water, quality of air, or safety. Then we really need to adapt to this reality, but with hope. Some hope that history has taught us, and also the stones have taught us. And for those who came in the morning to the underground castle or underground village, we know that these people adapt themselves. The best pill for climate anxiety, I always think that is action with the eyes of the real world, embracing chaos as not as the end of the world, but as part of this process of redirection or redirecting ourselves into a different world, but convinced that we will make it better eventually. Probably we will not see it, but the future generation will. This complex process must lead us towards a more sustainable future rooted in love and more care for nature and for ourselves. I was thinking that, well, the first day when we were at the museum, each rock matters. Each rock, it's part of it. So that's why I wanted you to connect with this beautiful space as a rock. And finally, I'm on time. I did it well. Connection and compassion have been understood by our ancient peoples, the indigenous communities. I'm coming from Mexico, and they have adapted themselves for centuries. We also need to go back and see them as leaders of adaptation. Please not be hopeless. I want to look for the eyes of the youngest generations, but I don't see them here. So these beautiful guys that have been with us, with all of us together during these days, the message is mostly for them. And don't let this magic place, let this magic place whisper us what we might still to do to build a better and more sustainable world. So this is my speech and the talk that I wanted to bring to you. Now I'm going to give the floor to my colleague Samuel. He's also from Mexico. Thank you. Kershakula.